So this is the third entry on my video diary. I'm very tired. It's been a brilliant day, quite emotional because of the success of the new students and also the progress that the grads are making as well. But it does start to really drain you and hit you quite hard. So I think I'm going to get an early night tonight. But today's been brilliant. We have 13 new recruits to the McGuire programme. They have decided to stay and give it a go and adopt everything that we are teaching them, so that's brilliant. They stood up at the end of the day and they talked about how they observed the contact sessions with their coach, and a few people said how inspirational they found it, and that's brilliant. That's what we need to hear. They spoke in complete control of their speech, and if they weren't happy with something that they said, they'd go back and they'd cancel it themselves quite often. And they were speaking to looking at the whole room, and that was in less than 48 hours along the road, which was brilliant. Again, from Steve and myself's point of view, we are really enjoying ourselves. It's impossible not to enjoy yourselves when the results are so positive and so brilliant. And the old grads are also working so hard, and guys that were really struggling on Wednesday night and they'd really gone backwards in their speech have worked incredibly hard and have challenged themselves and applied themselves, and they're doing really well as well. So that's brilliant. I have resorted to these to keep me going. There comes a point in a course instructor's time when you just need to rely on this kind of stuff. Tomorrow is the game day. Tomorrow is what we've all been working for with regards to new students when they go out and they make their contacts, as it were, their 100 contacts on the street. They ask for directions, ask for the time. They do disclosures, which are when you advertise yourself as a stammerer who's working hard on your speech. It's the biggest day of the program, of the course. It's where they put every bit of theory, every bit of practice, and they apply it out on the streets. So it's going to be a good one. We've got lots of visitors coming tomorrow. My dad will be one of them, so it'll be lovely to see him. And it's going to be a brilliant day, probably very emotional, a few tears I would imagine. Not from me though, I don't do that. Kind of do. But it's going to be brilliant. So hope you're enjoying these video diaries, and we'll speak to you tomorrow.